They're Daniel D and Jason K. Coming, coming, coming!
Welcome to the YouTube video portion of this podcast.
Of the Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour 5th anniversary podcast.
Yes,
The 5th
and
anniversary of the podcast, it should be noted.
Yeah. And it's the 30th anniversary of the World Wide Webs.
That's also true.
So there's that.
This
This is the new website, guys, that Jay built.
Yeah, danandjay.com. You can go to look at
But
that.
it does have it is missing something.
Which is
A web page that no longer exists, but content that does. Can you explain to us what Full Plastic Jacket was?
Dan, thank you so much for asking. And thank you for inviting me here to talk to you today. Hi, my name is Jason Klom, and I have been designing websites for 20 plus years now. Well, that's true, actually. Yeah, over
I
20
made
years.
my first webpage in 1995.
Damn, son. What was your first? Wait, what website was that?
That was the Red Falcon website that was on GeoCities. It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
That maybe doesn't. You did send me those links.
I did send you a link, so we'll see if
and
that
that
works.
6443 was it. So we'll see.
That'd be amazing.
A little bit later, we'll be looking at that to see if it exists.
So there's this thing called Free Servers. Was that the company name?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's say it was Free Servers, and they had free servers for you to put your website
Now
on.
remember, let's be clear here. Back in the day, you didn't have a Facebook or MySpace or anything that
True.
could be like you literally, if you wanted a web presence, you had to find a place to dump shit for people to look at.
Yeah, you had to just here's the things that are interesting about me, or more likely just that I'm interested in. You can join a little web ring if there are other websites.
If you want to move it back over, Jay, I'll just put a blur on later.
Okay, maybe that's not a bad idea.
Just do it around the general space of your head.
So there's a thing called Free Servers, and they owned a bunch of different domains like 8m.com or 8k.com or et cetera, et cetera. So I had a bunch of different ones, and one of them was fullplasticjacket.8m.com, which barely exists on Web Archive. And I was obsessed with Pez. I'm still kind of obsessed with Pez. I just don't buy them anymore. I've held back on my obsession. And we made a website I was a Pez soldier because I had some military stuff, like some military costumey stuff that I could wear.
Shopping at the eastern northeast America is a really good place to find used war stuff for some reason.
That is true. Yeah. So I had I had a Vietnam era helmet, had some of my dad's military stuff, and then I had a bandolier that I put each different Pez candies in, and I had Pez dispensers. And it started out with, I guess it was just to express that I loved Pez, show some of my collection, and then do Pez-based comedy.
Like most of us do in the world.
Today on YouTube, I would be Pez guy, and that would be my thing. Then people would discover that video of me shitting in your mouth, and then all this problems would happen. I'm sorry, did you hear about Bibby? You ever heard it? Do you know what Bibby is?
No.
Bibby is a YouTube children's star who compares himself to Mr. Rogers, is very popular, but he used to be a comedian who did quote unquote viral videos, and one of them was him shitting on his friend's chest by request as a joke.
That's
someone discovered it.
Not something Mr. Rogers would do.
No. See,
he lived what he said.
Yeah. Yep. For his own reasons. As an atheist, I still admire everything the man stood for. Yeah, a little different. So, and he's also got this huge, you can buy all of his products and little dolls of Bibby and da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's a little hard to separate from you shit on your friend's chest.
Yeah.
So anyway, Yeah. So full plastic jacket was that. But so the website
Was
had
the picture of Jay shitting on his friend's
it was
chest.
a picture of me shitting on my friend's chest. They're like there are a bunch of photoshops which I can try and pull up and send you. But I have a bunch of photoshops that were related, and I have a bunch of like little scenarios. So we did like some screen caps of video because you had your capture card because this was about
Yeah.
2001. And little scenarios where like the Suave Sophisticate's Guide to Pez Etiquette and things like that. And they're just like little kind of like old National Lampoon style like frame by frame dealies, but without, do they have captions? See, I don't even know. I only have the images. I'm going to have to do a little bit of hunting. But the most interactive, like heavy duty thing, and probably thing that took up the most space, which was, a hefty 750K or something, were your Flash videos that you made. That I'm guessing I wrote and then sent you the images and then you compiled them in Flash. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Shall we
here we
see
go.
one of
this
them?
was this was the how to load your Pez dispenser video.
Right.
So, by the way, all the sounds were done by my vocals.
Now, will they be able to hear your sounds? Because I cannot
Yes.
hear the sounds. Okay. Son of a bitch.
And when whoosh, just so you know, that's what it does between.
Pretty good.
So this is you. So you should be reading us the steps here, Jay.
All right. Let's see. How do I close that? There we go. Okay. Step 1. Slide open neck of Pez. And that is my little like rare Jack-in-the-Box Pez. Where I don't know how I got that because there weren't Jack-in-the-Boxes in upstate New York. A few things
Must
to
have been
note.
maybe
So
on one of your family vacations, maybe.
that's what I'm guessing, probably to Illinois. So there's my very large glasses, wire rim glasses. I'm wearing my dad's fatigue shirt, my military helmet there with a fake leather. It's real leather, but it's not the kind of band that comes with it. And on my back wall, I had drawn Donald Duck, sort of. Not wall, my door. I had just drawn it in shitty blue marker. What was it? I never fit. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Jason. But yeah, slide open neck of Pez. That's step number 1. Very beardy. I had long hair. You can't see. There's me undoing. Okay, I'm removing and opening the candy wrapper. That's step 2. Can't wait to see what happens next. Oh, there we go. Step 3, neatly stack the candy in the dispenser's neck, which most of us, let's face it, don't do. Just eat them. Oh, there we go. Step 4, return dispenser neck to lowered, closed position. Done. Done and done. Well done, me. Oh, there we go. Step 5, place thumb on top of head and pull back to open. Now I know that I obviously people know how to do this, but I'm still trying to figure out what my motivation was. Was it just, I don't know. I don't know what the point of this was. Oh, there we go. Step 6, remove candy from dispenser neck with teeth. You can only see my bottom teeth in that, sort of.
Yeah, you only have bottom teeth.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations, you can now load any Pez dispenser. Welcome to the fight, soldier. And that's me holding, what's not obvious is that's a Pez dispenser that is shaped like a cellular phone, which is still a novelty item. And that was a Canadian Pez dispenser. My favorite thing, those are the only imports I would buy were Canadian Pez because
Because
you
of
could
different
get
flavor.
you could also you could get cherry there then. You could not get it here, which you can now. You can also get raspberry here now, and it's quite great. But
What's this, Jay? What is
What's
this?
what?
What is this arrow
Wait.
saying?
that's an arrow that seems like it's going to go to another chapter or another story or another Flash animation.
But
or
what would
something.
that? What could it possibly be going to?
Oh, it says how not to load your Pez. Oh, okay.
This will be
okay.
interesting.
It's good sketch comedy. This is, by the way, so like Conan influenced is how it feels to me. That's really like we were watching a lot of Conan, just very simple graphics, some actually better graphics than some of the stuff Conan was doing at the time because let's face it, everybody was using some shit version of Photoshop or Paint Shop Pro or whatever. Flash, can we give people an idea? Flash was the future of the internet at one
By the
point.
way, that was the opening.
It's very good. Very good. But Flash was the shit. Like that's what was gonna. It's a thing that you have to activate on Chrome if you even want to use it at all now. Like
It's no longer secure. Is the problem.
really? What happens there? How does that
It's
get?
just that Adobe stopped updating it, so any vulnerabilities built into it, because it is a programming language as well as just a graphics thing. They just stopped supporting it. So any holes in Flash now continue to exist.
I see.
Any vulnerabilities. So they stopped supporting it. HTML5 is the new standard until they come up
Right.
with another one. But here we go. How not to load.
Before we go
Yeah.
to the next, just real quick, beer sponsor, I have fake Mountain Dew with vodka in it. It is not good. It's sugar-free.
I'm already halfway through my second Henry's Orange Sody. So
Oh, all right. Well done.
so here we go. This is how not to load your Pez
I
dispenser.
cannot wait. Oh, I found the scripts to
Warning.
one. By
The
the way.
following events were performed by a trained professional. Do not try this at home.
Oh, there we go.
Step 1. Pull out handy dandy Pez knife. Step 2. Open handy dandy Pez knife.
That's a real lockback knife of mine that I once threw and tried to catch, instead pulled my hand away smartly, but did not smartly move away my shin, and it stuck in my shin. So
there you go.
I was a smart kid.
He's a smart boy.
Hmm?
Step 3. Neatly place Pez knife blade under candy package. You were so looking forward to my NPC voices, aren't you?
Yeah, this is great. I can't wait for that, honestly.
Step 4. Deftly slice Pez candy in half. Now, it looks like I'm going to do it the long ways,
Right.
but I don't.
No, you don't.
Step 5. Place one half between teeth.
Oh, your face is dead. Jesus
Step
Christ.
6. Place other half in dispenser neck.
I don't know if we wrote this or we just winged it.
Step 7. Tightly squeeze closed and dispense. I have now corrupted you all. God, I love ruining the quality of people's lives.
I think you wrote these. I'm pretty sure we took the photos and you wrote them.
Probably did.
I wrote the Suave Sophisticate's Guide to Pez Etiquette, which, was that also Flash or was that just images? Do you have a Flash of that?
I don't have a Flash. I think that was just a comic.
Okay. I do have the script to that. I found that. That's a delight, Dan. So the reason we're doing this is by coincidence it's the 30th anniversary of the web, and we have to do our 5th anniversary. The reason we're doing websites is to show that we were just abusing our privileges. That's basically what all that was.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So based off of the concept of internet abuse, not like the internet abuse we have now, where people abuse people over the internet,
Sure.
the actual abuse of the internet. I thought maybe we could pay a visit to cities.
Sounds good to me. I also found
this
something
is-
fun that I'm going to upload in a minute.
This is an archive of GeoCities from, I believe, when it shut down, which was October 27th, 2009. So 10 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
After 20 years of the internet, we lost GeoCities. But it's kind of it's sort of a time capsule of the World Wide Web. Jay did find a few links of web pages that we used to have. So I'm going to try to navigate to them and see if there's anything still there. So let's start with this one. We'll go to, so that was geocities.com/Hollywood. So let's go to Hollywood. Now here's the challenges. By the time it closed, it had a requirement where you had to log in every 30 days or risk losing your page. So it's possible that a lot of these pages were gone by the time this was archived.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see what's there. If not, we'll try to see what's the neighbor. So this was Hollywood Mansion.
Yes. So you guys got to understand, you didn't just get your cute little domain if you wanted to navigate to your shit. Dan's showing you all the subdomain,
So there were neighborhoods and blocks within the neighborhoods.
That's right.
That's why they were GeoCities, you see. So this is part of the, they separated by thousands, but also there were sub-neighborhoods, subdivisions, I guess you could say, of GeoCities. And so this was in Hollywood Mansion 5947. 5947 is not here.
What?
So it's gone.
That's
But
very
let's see.
sad.
Your closest neighbor is 6063. So who is this? And here you go. This is why you're
Cool. Which one did I say that was supposed to be?
Oh, that one, I believe you said was the Mrs. Ollie one.
Sensible.
So Hollywood Mansion, this would have been entertainment probably. They kind of did that. And then Area, this one would have been my very first page, so I doubt it's still there. So Area 51, which is the sci-fi one of the thing. And then a cavern.
Can't wait.
And then 6443. Not looking good.
Damn it.
Nope.
Son of
But 6454 would have been my closest neighbor. Let's see what they were doing.
Let's see.
Oh, God. So here's internet in the 90s, guys.
What if it was early furry porn or something?
Wouldn't be surprised. It's in a frame. I don't know what used to be over here on this side. That's gone.
Ads.
Probably. So here we go. We got some fan fiction over here. Can't quite see what it was. Here we go. Rogue Stories. Oh, it's X-Men. Celebrating its first year. It's not over yet.
Well, ironically.
Don't forget to say hi to the new web mistress of the site.
Down in the lower right hand, is that some fan art of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan?
Yes.
Woof.
Oop, that took me somewhere that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh my God. It's available for sale though. If you want subreality.com.
Good.
See if they will
Let's
sell
go
it to
the
you.
Tale from the South logo is courtesy of Lonnie Kingery. Visit her famed site, Sugar and Spice.
Sure.
Let's see.
My favorite site.
They've moved.
Oh.
That's right. After
my.
nearly 4 years with GeoCities, they moved to a new home, Zo8.com. Let's see.
How much you want to bet that? No
With Zo8.com. New addresses, Rogue
we
and
get our own subdomain.
fanhosts.com. Let's see.
That was my Gambit. Do you like my Gambit?
That was good.
Oh, we getting our own subdomain. Is that good? Zatarans.
It's taking a long time.
Fanhosts.com is for sale.
$3,000.
Go fuck yourselves.
So that doesn't exist anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Let's see. What's next? What was next on the list? Okay, so this one you didn't have the whole path to. This is my Worlds Away one. We've talked about that in passing.
Yes, but we should give people an idea. This was early. What was it? I don't even know. What we call
It's
it?
a visual chat. It's, you know how there's VR chat now? This is basically the same thing.
That's true.
Nope.
We also did, by the way, we also did a Pez comic that was like
That's what I was thinking of.
little Pez comic.
No, that doesn't exist either. Okay, so there's one more.
All right, fingers
think this
crossed.
was my
that one of these pays off.
Norn collector. Well, I don't think any of them are going to. I have no faith that any of them will. So Times Square, Realm.
Do you have any like locally stored web pages you can pull up so we can show people some visual something or other?
Unfortunately, not for any of those. I lost all those when I lost my hard drive.
Well, I have what looks like the fixins for all the Pez site, but all the images are broken because of like directory issues. But I have everything here. So
yep, 3336 is no longer there either.
Oh wait, that's a good one actually. Hold on.
We'll see what my closest neighbor was. Baldur's Gate.
Why is it they
best
all work?
CRPGs ever produced in the history of gaming, and fully deserves to be termed a classic. He's developing a full guide to this game. Sign the guest book, view the guest book. Every site had one of those.
Oh my. Yeah.
What is this?
Well,
Mine.
you had to
I've
have a
never heard of
guest
this.
book. You had to have a counter.
Mm-hmm.
It was exclusive if you were part of a web ring. I'm wondering.
I was part of a couple web rings.
what was my? So I had one of the first 5 Futurama websites on the internet because I created it before Futurama existed.
Yeah.
I have since embarrassingly told that to one of the producers of Futurama, and he seemed both intrigued and saddened. Like both of those things really seem to happen.
Oh, here we go. He does. Look, here we go. Oh,
What do we got?
It's
Oh,
not available yet.
they're all broken, Dan. I think I had Futurama.8m.com. See, I had a Futurama website. I had a Fighting Hellfish from the Simpsons website because I was obsessed.
I thought maybe we could just explore what the internet used to look like.
I'm fine with
though.
that. That's fine with me.
So
Old
where should
internet's fine.
we go first?
I feel like Television City might give us a little bit
Let's go there. Let's hit up
of a
Television
glimpse as
City.
to what was hip at the time.
All right. So now
Gonna-
we need to pick a number, Jay.
random number generation, sure and stop.
Okay.
5967.
5967. Let's see what this is.
All right.
Phyllis Online.
Oh my God! We hit the jackpot, baby! We hit a website that is dedicated to
And
one of
not
the
only
short-lived
that, but-
spin-offs of Mary Tyler Moore.
What's new? April 17th, 1998. Phyllis Online's first anniversary. That's what's new. That is the newest
my God!
update to this page was in 1998,
Oh,
Jay.
no.
That is 21 years ago. You guys are seeing the internet as 21 years ago saw it.
Yeah, which was to say, images were a bitch to upload because they took up a lot of space.
This was probably a pretty heavy duty web page, frankly.
How much space do you think they
The
gave
Phyllis theme song, please tell me it's a MIDI.
you? Please.
No. Due to low disk space,
come on.
this feature is no longer
Email them.
available.
Email millsnacks@aol.com and ask them for it. I want to see
Is
if they
this mother-in-law snacks?
Mom, I'd like to snacks, maybe.
Who makes the fogs? Who makes the fog? Surrounding the Golden Gate disappear. Phyllis, who makes the warning bells on cable cars play. The gang's all here. Phyllis, who charms the crabs off Fisherman's Wharf. Right out of their shells, who lights the lamps of Chinatown just by walking in view. Whoo! Phyllis. Sure isn't you.
All right.
So
So
there you
we,
go. There
we
was
saw
that.
Phyllis. That was great.
That was
I didn't know
unexpected.
that. I didn't remember that in the Phyllis show, she moved to San Francisco from Minneapolis. That's how you make spin-offs at one point in TV. It's like, you know what, this character, they just got a new job at a new exciting city. And that's what the new show is. It's just them exploring this new exciting city. And it's, yeah. All right, what are we going to do?
All
We're
right,
going to
so
do another one?
So I'm breaking these out.
Okay, we got some dice.
Yeah.
I also have mine.
Okay, so do you have 3d10? Because that's how you roll. Oh, wait, that's only 1,000.
Oh, no.
I would need another d10 to do 10,000 because this goes up to 9999.
Well,
We'll go to whatever number does not it hits but does not go over.
okay. Do it, Dan.
Hold on, I gotta reach.
We're gamifying this.
We're
Dan,
gamifying the internet.
Is there a reason, Dan, why you might have your D&D die at the ready? I mean, is there anything you want to talk about that's coming up that we can mention to the people?
No, we're finally going to start recording our Dungeons and Dragons podcast
Yes.
with several friends, including Jay. Jay's actually going to D's and D.
Yep. I'm gonna cede control of a podcast to somebody who is not me.
All right, let's see what the next number is
Yeah.
here.
Let's go.
I guess I have to decide which one's which. So silver
Okay.
is the 10,000s.
Okay.
Purple is the 100s. Or
Okay.
1,000s, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Light blue. Wait. Do I need another die? Because that goes up to 10. This goes up to 100. This goes up to 1,000. This goes up to 10. No, it's fine. Okay.
I can roll one if you need.
So let's see.
We
So
got-
this makes it 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
10. No, wait. Oh, so this die wouldn't work for that. If I get a 10, it doesn't work because it only goes up to 99999.
Oh, I see.
So 4, 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's hiding. Oh, it rolled 7. 4, 1, 7, 5. Let's see what's the closest without going over. 4. God, there's a lot in this one for some reason. So I guess 4, 1, 6, 7 we're doing.
All right.
And this is
Ooh.
trying to play a MIDI file.
Which begins download. All right, you got to download. I wish I knew what that sounded like. I don't know what the Days of Our Lives MIDI sounds like.
Even this doesn't want to play it.
Oh, God. Oh, Christ.
So I guess we'll never know. But Days of Our Lives page. Cards, Days of Our Lives Gen page. is what I'm seeing here.
I'm guessing.
Biographies and pictures, appearances. Sure. They all have this little thing on the side here.
Yeah, this little weird bar. Wonder what that is.
I wonder if this was an ad page for Cities, which isn't working anymore. Past weddings on days. Let's see what that says.
God. Please.
Doug and Julie's first wedding. Doug and Julie renew their vows. Liz and Dawn get married.
Oh,
man, it goes all the way up to 1997. So you have all the information you would ever need.
Yeah. Yep. You really. Oh, but remember when Bo and Billy's was interrupted by the falling chandelier?
Mm-hmm.
They had 2 interrupted weddings in 1995.
Yeah, they just didn't want people getting married.
Then
Austin and Sammy. Sammy interrupted Carrie and Austin's. And then I guess that worked out for her next year.
Oh, yeah. Austin and Sammy get married.
But then what about Austin? And then Austin and Carrie got married.
What the fuck, Austin? He probably killed Sammy, or she died in a skiing accident.
They got lost in Austin is what happened.
That's what happened. You're right.
God damn it.
Oh, God damn it, Dan. That MIDI.
Biographies and pictures page.
Sure.
Hope pictures. Let's see some hope pictures. Nope. Lost. Have no hope.
So many photos missing from this fucking website.
Terrible.
Really is. All right, we're gonna roll another one. What do you think?
Do you want to continue in this television section?
We can do something else. Why don't you pick?
Let's do one more television. I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Fine with me. Rule of threes, Dan.
Yeah. All right. 5,786.
All right.
So 5,700. And 86. So I guess 5770 is the closest we're gonna get without going over.
Oh, okay. We're doing Prices Right rule. Yeah, that's fine.
Marlon Brando page,
Marlon
man.
Brando.
This one's a more recently updated one.
Yeah, it is. He died 2004. So this is wow. When did GeoCities actually get shut down?
2009.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. That makes wow. That's crazy that it was still up that late.
I live in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And there's a link to American Park Network for some reason.
Sure.
Gateway to the Great Smoky Mountains. That seems incorrect right there. Isn't there supposed to be an E in Smoky?
There is in Smokey the Bear. Maybe Smoky Mountains doesn't have an E.
Seems like Smoky. The most beautiful park in the country, but I admit to being biased.
No, there is no E. Smokey is Smokey the Bear.
Listen to the electronic voice phenomenon I recorded at a former military school in Tennessee.
Yes.
Check out selections of my photography.
Don't care. I want to hear the EVP, please and thank you.
It.au.
Oh, God. What's an AU file? You may have to send that to me if it plays for you. Oh, my God. This person was what would you got, Tom?
There's something there, but seems more like they're having issues with their audio than anything. I guess I'll have to. Where is it? I shrunk down this screen a little bit.
This is a weird website. This is all this person's weird shit, by the way. This is like, this is a weird list of things. So first of all, it starts out you assume it's a Marlon Brando website. It's not. Like, I already have forgotten that it was a Marlon Brando website, seemingly. They've got their photography. They've got this one EVP they recorded somewhere. They interviewed Amy Mann. Like, they're a professional interviewer of some kind.
TVNow.com. There's an interview with Brad Dourif.
But then they also apparently paid a service.
Oh, yeah, Sevier County News.
They paid a service so that Mitch Pileggi of the X-Files would leave them a voicemail, a message on their answering machine. Let's Let's hear the CVP. Yep, that sounds like a fucked up. Not the Mitch Pileggi thing, but that sounds like a. Although
there's her whitewater rafting picture. That's
all right.
That's preserved forever.
Yep. Thank God.
Her cat Skinner. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
I want that cat.
Yeah, I do too. That cat looks both miserable and
Adorable.
looks miserable. Yeah, also adorable. That true, Dan.
What to do if a celebrity attacks you?
What?
Come back here.
Is this just covering your ass? Like, what if to do?
When
No, they
celebrities
attacked me. No, Mitch Pileggi attacked me. Oh, it wasn't the other way around.
This is the worst page, Jay. This is a
It's-
page that you're supposed to. It's all text,
Oh my God.
including the background image, and the background
wow.
image is not blurred enough.
No, it's not. Dan, real quick though, to your right, Clutterers Anonymous. So
Where?
also that person designed a website. I'm just saying they clearly need. It's Messi's Anonymous. Now, it's Marie Kondo's favorite porn site. She just goes there and jills off to all the messes. Messi's Anonymous, guys. But yeah, seriously, this is an upsetting website. I can't. The green with a slightly darker green background, kind of old terminal look, is I guess what they think they're doing. But that background looks like a newspaper article.
It's literally, you can read it. Looking within the minds of men, blah blah blah. Like there's words here.
Holy shit.
They definitely did a little blur thing to make it so it's like a seamless-ish thing.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
it's
boy.
there's only parts of things you can read in there, but it's all legible underneath other words
Wait.
that are legible.
This page is intended as a parody only and is not intended to what? It's a little bit lower than that. What is it? Not intended to infringe on any copyright holders nor harm the reputation of any person. No celebrities were harmed in the making of this web page.
Oh,
This person is weird. I can't figure out their shit. I don't think I like them. No insult if you're a listener. Thank you for putting up Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. That's a link to that.
So what else is on this page? Because this seems like this was the end
Sal
of the
Vanilla.
content. But then you've got your BraveNet guest books,
Sure.
and then their old guest
Seemingly.
book,
Oh my. Yep.
right? Because the new one wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
Trust no one.
Sure.
Email me.
Mhm.
FTA recall list.
Hmm.
Current as of January 29th, 2009. There's the date right there, Jay.
Oh my God. That's funny. It's actually frozen on. That's weird. It's like a stopped watch.
Speed test.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Shows. Great. Mm-hmm. Who's that?
Don't drop the soap. You're Chris Keller, crafty manipulative. You get all the ladies and most of the men. You are
That's what
slick
Oz
like
character there.
butter. Oh, is that what that is?
Yep. Which Oz
Oh.
character are you? You see.
Let's see. That
Oh,
goes to
also,
Angel
who's
Fire.
your Oz bitch?
Hey, Angel Fire still up.
Oh, we should figure out. Is it really? We had one or two Angel Fire.
I know. I don't remember any of the girls. I used it to host Bloody Stumps originally, and then to knock as well. Which who's your Oz bitch?
Sure.
Your linguistic profile. Picks the top 15 films of all time.
This is
on my
just
website. This is just all junk.
Every little thing this person. That's so
But
weird.
see, look, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. This is
Yes.
this is actually a perfect example of what we were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah.
Because where would you put your which Oz character are you?
Yeah. Right. Where else?
On your Facebook.
Copy some code over.
Oh,
yeah,
it doesn't
exactly.
exist.
Yep.
Where would you put your Oz bitch? Oh, it doesn't exist. You know,
Mm-hmm.
none of
Just
this.
put it
This is all stuff
randomly
that
on
would
your dumb
be
page.
a post on your Facebook or a section on your MySpace.
But instead,
But
you
they
have to
weren't
go
a
into an
thing.
HTML editor
Do this.
and update your page.
Let's talk. Let's
Just
talk
slowly
about
through.
HTML editors real quick, Jay. Let's get a little technical.
Okay. Sure, we can certainly try.
My
I'm so
very
glad I look at
first, my very first web design program
Mm-hmm.
was a little program called Homesite.
Okay. I don't think I
That was
remember.
just you type it in, and it changes the colors of what you type. And there's a couple things you can click and it does for you. But for the most part, you got to know HTML. There was no free or even cheap GUI editor for HTML at that time.
Yeah, and it was still easier most of the time to type your own shit in on stuff that did have the GUI bullshit. You must have taught me. I think you must have taught me web design.
Well, I think part of it is that we both wanted to be a little more advanced than a lot of these pages we're seeing, and we wanted to slap JavaScript. And once you start doing JavaScript back then, all bets were off. You had to just figure it out, had to parse it out, had to figure out what the hell that bullshit meant.
Right.
And most of the time you didn't.
You figured that out. I was very bad with Java. I mean,
it was not easy back then either. Java was not very extensible. And then I moved into when they released. I mean, I had a. I think I played a little bit with. Oh shit! What was I think it was still Dreamweaver.
Yeah.
When it was, but I think I played with that a little bit. But I was using a lot because it was a lot easier. When they released Netscape Communicator.
Yep. Okay, that's right. Because
they had an HTML editor in it, and that made it really easy. It was a very intuitive because it was designed for people doing GeoCities to be able to make pages. And eventually, I went to Dreamweaver back when it was not part of Adobe, and then I followed that ever since. And that's still my go-to for basic web design.
I would still be doing that if everything I did was not WordPress.
Right, but that's the thing is that the world moved from flat pages to pages like WordPress or oh shit, what's that other one that begins with a D, like Dipley or something like they're pages that are a framework, and then you put your stuff into a framework versus having to code everything from scratch,
like Squarespace and shit.
Yeah,
also.
Yeah. Like Wix is like the ultimate of that. You literally just drag and drop everything, and it just does whatever.
It's so easy. I've used that for a few things when I was in a rush. If I'm like in a
Wix,
super rush.
By the way, I know you sponsor people.
Yep.
I'll make a page. Yep. You already know mine is currently broken. Just saying.
That's all we're saying, folks. We can review it. We'll be funny about it. We'll be goofy.
So let's see what college hits we're talking about in the 90s through the aughts.
All right.
So 6,551. 6551.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Ooh,
not a lot saved in here. No, not at all.
So I guess 6410 is my best bet here.
All right. Oh,
great.
There's one page.
Oh, here we go.
You can try.
W criminal.
What is happening?
I need this translated.
Good luck. What are you?
Google.
Sure.
Translate.
W criminal.
I should be able to put an URL in if I go here, right?
Sure.
I thought I could. Maybe not.
How much of it will? Well, if you just right click, you can translate. Right click and not T. It was something like that, but you can try and translate it from there. You go.
Yeah, that's probably a picture though.
Yeah, most of it is.
But they've got another version of it here.
Okay.
Okay,
this
so
seems like an advertisement, but who knows? I can't read.
It could not figure out what this was.
And I don't know if this is Spanish or Portuguese.
Brazilian, so probably
Portuguese,
a version of Portuguese. It couldn't translate this automatically. So
Summonum Beach.
Let's see what emails says.
Sure.
Nope.
Nothing. Guys, we're sorry. We're not in control.
What are we downloading? Let's download.
Oh God.
Nope.
Right.
Dikas. Nope. I guess this was a waste of a time.
That was a fucking bunch of bullshit. Is what that was. You tried.
Okay, one more.
Yeah. Okay, hit me with it.
Not right. All right. 4, 8, 2, 3.
And we're doing this in the college one still. I mean, it seems
one
to be.
One more here. Yeah. 4, 8. I guess 4747.
All right.
You know the old 4747.
No, I don't.
Not me neither.
I feel like you just step back several. Ooh, enable flash.
I'm trying. Ooh, I'm trying.
Run flash. Oh. Okay.
Ooh,
the crane is there.
That's what they use flash for, guys.
Map. For those who are only listening.
Here we go. He's
Just
zooming
an
in on
arrow
the
that
Ukraine.
said, Ukraine is there. Biggest European country.
I got some news for you, Ukraine.
Oh, is this time travel? Can we talk? Oh, I live in Kharkiv. I hope you do.
Kiev is okay. This is just.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're getting facts. Oh, this movie was made by Sergei Sinilla, city of Kharkiv, Ukraine.
So in other words, he did it himself.
Right. Where are you from again? Where's your family from? Not
Slovenia.
Ukraine. Slovenia. Right.
And Austria,
Ukraine is there. I just really like Ukraine is there.
This is his mid file.
Dan, did you ever do a website about Burkina Faso?
I did not do a website. I just had a country report in 6th grade that I no longer have.
I'm very sad about
So here's Kharkiv. Dogs are barking again.
Mm-hmm. Welcome
click
anybody
here to hear my voice.
Oh, yes, please.
So that's what that MIDI was.
Oh, man. That was his voice.
No, that wouldn't make sense. This link doesn't work, though. There's nothing here.
Wait, his voice, he sounds exactly like a piano playing The Entertainer by Scott Joplin. That's so strange. I didn't know that's what Ukrainian was.
My name is Sergei Ansinlo. I'm a student of Kharkiv's Institute of Culture. I live in the Ukraine. Some facts about me, my hobby. Let's see, is there anything interesting? You'll find information about my pages, some stories from my friends.
Yes.
Enter, and you'll see many interesting, I promise.
I kind of want to contact this guy if he's...
In spring 1998, I finished my studying. My future profession is historian, the worker of museum.
Oh my God.
And I look for job now. Have you any?
I don't yet, but maybe we get him job. What's his name? Hold on.
Sergey,
I need this.
Yeah, let's find him. It's let's find out about him. Let's click in here. There he looks like.
Okay.
My
He's too lazy to
site
scan
is
it.
NATO. Sergey Sinilo.
All right. Fingers. Here's all I got to
Ukraine.
say is let's hope this is not really sad. If it is, we no longer deal with this. Oh, there's one person named that on Facebook. Let's see if it looks like him. Because if it is, I mean, we're inviting.
Oh, that
him
looks
on
just like him.
It looks. For the. Oh wait. Where is this? I'm looking at where he is according to this back in 2011.
Oh, tell me that's
is that
not the same dude. Hold on.
Is it spelled that way? I misspelled it.
Look.
Oh, it's differently spelled though. It does kind of look like the same dude, but it's spelled differently. Do you think he spells it? Where's that guy on that Facebook? Where is he?
Look at that. Look. Okay, look.
I know.
Look at the face shape. Look at the jaw that's slightly off to the right. He's even standing in the same.
Oh my God!
And he's wearing the same shirt. There's no way. There's no way this can't be the same guy. I'm just saying.
I hope it is him. So he speaks many different languages, including Russian. Many different languages. Holy crap! God, I've like.
So this guy's from Belarus. He's no way he's the same person.
You sure you're not just hopeful that this adorable looking guy in the blue shirt is the same guy? Because he spells it slightly differently. That's my only concern.
Uh-oh. Here's
What's
a bunch
that?
of seamen that were lost.
I do that regularly though.
Wow.
What?
Sergey.
You're looking to see if he's dead? What are you doing? Are you just going?
Wait, Sergey Sinilo homepage. College Park 4747, my work. This is why is this here? View page source. Let's see. Sometimes they still had the metadata. This person was definitely trying to get up in the SEO. Content, Victoria, Scarby, fan club, art, increased traffic and hits to your websites. Babes, images, XXX, games.
Oh, dude. That's really funny. I'm trying so hard to see if Sergei Sinilo exists elsewhere. Only because I feel like
literally the only reference to his name right there.
But we need to find out if we can have, we need a pen pal. Our podcast needs a pen pal is what I'm saying. Because I never had one.
Pod pal?
You had a pen pal growing up. Wait, do you know where she is? Are you still in contact with her?
No.
Oh, well,
I wrote
without
like
giving her
2
information
letters,
out,
I think.
So what was the first website that you actually did? What was everything on it?
It was not much of anything.
Mm-hmm.
It had, I had a meta search engine on it because Google wasn't a thing then.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to actually search multiple search engines to get any results.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a picture that I made in Pavre.
Mm-hmm.
And a picture of the Enterprise,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because you had an early 3D program that took how long to render like a small
A long
image?
time. And it also was all programming.
Mm-hmm.
You had to type what you wanted it to make and then render it and hope that it looked right.
Oh, that's right. Jesus Christ, Dan.
Okay, let's see about teaching and education here. Ready? Let's see what
Yeah,
the
I'm
teachers-
ready. You
see what
hit me with it.
teachers-
I'm just going to keep hitting my microphone if that's cool with you.
That sounds like fun. Okay,
There.
so 9,
Mhm.
4, 4, 5. So way near the bottom. This is a kind of... That's the extent of this page. Diario Preventazione.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where that goes, if that exists.
I have no idea what's happening.
This looks like
That
it's
is-
the transportation department. Let's try again. That was a depressing one. 1, 8, 7, 6.
Yeah,
8, 6, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got here? U.S. Civil War Artillery homepage.
Dope.
This site, like the streets of my city, always under construction. Please check back often. Oh, those people, they had comedy back then. So here's a good example of web rings. This person is a member of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Civil War.
let's discuss web rings and why that was a thing.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, why the hell would someone want to do that? Why couldn't they just,
right.
just have a, search for, artillery?
Because search was garbage.
It was garbage. You could not find everything you wanted to look for. There was no guarantee you'd show up on search results.
I legit can't remember how I found most things, though. Like, I'm not sure.
There
I
were
don't know
search engines that just weren't great, right?
Yeah.
So
think
you'd
what
find
I-
one, if you could find one page that was somewhat related to your interests,
Yeah.
these web rings would then take you to other sites, either
That's true.
random, as you can see on this one, or next, like because they were in order of added, or next 5. So you could use this to find other related sites.
True. Oh, man.
Oh, this is interesting.
What is...
I'm guessing when they did this whole ooze
Oh,
thing,
weird.
they must have
updated
just
the
did a search for everything so they could make sure the links still worked. Anything GeoCities, they changed it to OoCities. So his email changed to oocities.com.
That's really
Last
funny.
updated August 26th, 1998.
That's really funny.
Let's go next site.
Do it, Dan.
That didn't work. This is what the internet was when Jay and I first started using it.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's,
most of what we saw was definitely mid to late 90s pages.
It was
most
super
part.
exciting. It's hard to relay that while showing you that garbage. But when, I don't know, like computers were mostly used for dumb games, and but then when you're
And
like,
word processing. Like,
yeah,
most
yeah.
people, word processing and very basic pages.
mm-hmm.
And then
And
to be able to do your own web page was actually a very unique experience.
And then you log in and you find homie from the Ukraine's thing. You're like, wait a minute, what? Wait, people everywhere have this? There's a part of your brain that breaks, like, because we didn't take it for granted, but we were also stupider. Like, we have to admit that we were a little stupider because the world was so much bigger until that happened, and it's very weird. And then to find out that, like, I was a big fan of Phil Silvers, but the biggest fans of Phil Silvers were these bunch of nerds in England that I'm still friends with on Facebook, by the way. Like, that's like some of the oldest relationships I have online are like these guys who are Phil Silvers fans. I was not involved in the radio news groups. If I had been, I would have also been obsessed there too. Yeah, there's these little things where you know, there's a little bit of I'm not alone. There's a little bit of the world is much smaller than I realized, but also much bigger. Because
So
now when I think
when you had a very obscure interest and you could find a page that someone else is dedicated to your interest, it definitely changed how you saw things. Like you're like,
Yeah.
holy shit! Like, yeah.
What also gave you this sense of self-importance that wasn't like entirely ego-driven, where it was like, oh, I can make a site about this maybe because I've discovered something people haven't or they don't know about. Like you made your Worlds Away page, I remember being useful in some way. Like it was never just like, I like this thing, look at me. It was very much like, I like this thing and here's maybe what I've learned from using it, or like, here's some little shortcuts to this thing. It I don't know.
I do have one.
You had a sense of
page,
utility about them. Yes. What do you have, please?
That was actually very heavily used.
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap! Can I remember the URL to it? Because I do still have it hosted as a like an archived page.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I was part of an online community called There, which was like an early 3D chat, basically.
Okay. So this
did I
is
put
before
the
that.
so they were expanding it, and so the whole world of the game basically was this like little area right here, right? This island right here, and they started expanding it, and the way they designed it is that they physically existed just very, very far away, and you would eventually use teleporters to get there. So I used different techniques in order to map all these new areas. No one had done that
That's
in
funny.
that game.
Yeah.
And so it was blowing people's minds. And I even took
really?
pictures of my process. So like, I saw that. So so I started driving. It's there on the horizon there, right? So then I saw that splotch, and so I ended up going to these places before most people did. I was like,
I remember this
explorer,
game. Now that I
right?
see that buggy, I remember you playing. I must have watched you play this shit. Meaning
in order to
drive
get
around
like,
nothing.
These shots, I had to use a jetpack and fly above the horizon, like above what they had on the horizon. Then I made these maps from it, and I made them. They are accurate to distance, and so
crazy.
this is the kind of thing Jay's talking about. Nowadays, this is just not a thing people really have to deal with very much.
Right.
This page was last updated on 125.04. These guys came back too. It exists again.
Really? That's funny. So much. Yeah. There are these little things where, I don't know, my it wasn't useful necessarily, but it was just like an expression was my hellfish one, which again, I'd have to look it up, but I was just obsessed with the hellfish on The Simpsons. Did not know about vector art at the time, so I was taking screen caps from the actual episodes with Dan's help, I'm sure, and then cleaning up, quote unquote, every character in the hellfish episode. So I was obsessed with World War II.
I had the Hop-Hog TV card.
Yes, that's right. So we were using that. We got a bunch of captures, and I cleaned up all these images of the characters and this and that and this and that. And like, I'm still, every once in a while, I still work on the Hellfish logo or other Hellfish stuff, like based on the stuff that I made then. I think I do finally have a vector art version so that it's not this tiny piece of shit. But that was like the first time, the thing where I learned, where I got obsessed with like props and logos and shit. And that was my way of expressing it. Nerd.
So I guess what I would say is visit oocities.org, especially if you're like a little one.
Yeah.
If you're a little one, visit this. This is what the internet used to be. Like GeoCities was the fucking place, unless you were a corporate company.
Sure.
This or Angel Fire.
Well, I mean, since the web, while it isn't dying, is used less and less and less. It's weird.
Individual web pages are, because sites like Facebook, MySpace, all those things have, given people places to go to share that information that's in one spot, which is really what people wanted, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like it made more sense rather than I'm going to create a new website for this thing I'm interested in every time. It made more sense to be like, oh, let me go see what blah 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 is interested in, and then if you want to look deeper,
and maybe there's a group of people of similar interests, and then you share that information there. That's
said,
Web 2.0 basically.
That said, cancel Facebook. Figure something out. We need an alternative, please. Please. We need one that doesn't ruin democracy.
Exactly.
Can somebody please figure that out
Well,
for
once
us?
they start getting big enough, that's a thing that you have to watch out for, right?
On that note, Dan, do you
Yes.
have anything you want to leave the people with?
Someday odndpodcast.com will exist again, and there will be a podcast on it where we will be adventuring, and I'm excited for this first one. I'm using
Me too.
I'm using a third party, like a small third party module to get warmed up. So it's not, it's probably not anything anyone's done very often on a podcast. So that'll be a new adventure for people to listen to.
That'll be
So
fun.
you bet.
I'm playing a character named Travis McElroy, and he is,
He has a saw and a bunch of
Just-
bones.
just for the sake of SEO, my character's name is Travis McElroy. D&D.
With his trusty horse lizard, McElroyFamily.com.
Exactly right. Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to leave the people with, please help us find Sergei Sinilo. That's all I'm
From
saying.
the Ukraine.
From the Ukraine.
He wanted to be a museum guy. So
I know. My hope is we found him. We'll find him.
you'll find him.
Bang.